Welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends with Blazing Corp. We are continuing our UNDERPRIEST BROGNI series here, just testing them out in different areas of the game. So let's see what we should do today. Let's pop into Doom Tower here and see if we can take on some of these bosses here. So let's go right to the top. Take on Doom Tower, 280, floor 120. Here we've got Iron Brago. You know I love this combination. Iron Brago with Battle Khazar. And then, you know, we do need Scyl Drakes and Doompriest in here just for cleansing there. There's not lots of DPS here, unfortunately, there, but we're going to have a lot of protection with BROGNI here. Now, obviously, you know, he's not maxed out there, so definitely something to keep in mind. You can see here kind of the gear perception, broken set, and speed. Here's kind of the stats that we're working with: 53,000, 2,000, well, 1,900 attack, 2,300 defense, 234 speed, 96% crit rate, damage, crit damage 100, and then 233 for resistance and accuracy, respectively. You then have just actually finished out. Almost finished out Scyl the Drake. Just got a little bit more here on the artifacts there, and we'll kind of be finished her. 45,000, almost 46, 1,300 attack, 3,400 defense, 204 speed, crit rate 108, crit damage 113, 177 resistance, and an accuracy almost at 200, 192. There, so pretty nice. You know, we're working on her, getting her up to par on that end. We then have Iron Brago. You can kind of see here what he's working with, and total stats 35,000 hit points. That could definitely be higher. 1,400 non-useless attack. 4,300 on defense. 183 speed. 99 crit rate, 114 critical damage. We then have resistance at 91 and accuracy 204. Alright, Doompriest here. 45,000 hit points, 2,200 attack, 2081 defense, 184 speed. 108 critical rate, crit damage 119, 107 resistance, 87 accuracy. She is almost, yeah, she's almost fully built out here, so that's kind of nice. There, and then last but not least, in any way, shape, or form, is BROGNI, and he's kind of here. He is not nearly kitted out properly. You know, we still got 2 ascension levels to get him to, so he can definitely get a lot more a lot stronger and a lot faster here. Kind of his masteries. Last time we showed him, he didn't have any masteries, so we built out the masteries this time. And then we don't have many books in him here, but we did make sure to get Resilient Glow. Just got you know, some good pulls, I guess. There, this is really what we're here for. He's going to give that shield. You're going to reflect a lot of the damage back, and he's going to heal. So this is huge for the team when going into any content with BROGNI there. So should hopefully be able to get these 2 to 16, and this one actually should be able to get all these to 16. Do need, like, you know, a 6-star for the boots, but you know, that's coming down the line when we have time to kind of do that there. All right, so let's get this thing started. Alright, so who are those? Annies? Yeah, it looks like Annies. There, so we're gonna smack them up a little bit. Obviously, BROGNI has a skill, a mastery that actually he has a 50 or 60% chance to place a leech whenever he places a stun. There, so that's pretty nice. I think Scyl of the Drakes actually has that skill as well. I'm actually going to be looking to put that skill on a lot of my defensive base champions if I can, if they go down the defensive tree. There, I think it's a really important mastery to have if you're going to be doing like stuns, true fears. I believe there's provoke in there as well, so pretty nice to get a leech because then you're going to get heals, so never a bad thing here. Now the one thing is the AI is kind of messed up for these characters. They don't really focus properly, so I do take it upon myself just to make sure they focus here on the priest, eternal priest, and then the 2 ads afterwards. Otherwise we will be sitting here forever, because they will at some point after he gets to, I believe, about 30%, they will start like defocusing there and just focusing on the boss as much as possible. So like I've noticed in my testing that's like certainly an issue. There, I don't know. Hopefully, well, we're hopefully going to get the ability to kind of direct our guys, but if you do want to run this on auto and have like a decent time and not be running 12-15 minutes, there definitely get a lot of AoE people who do a lot of AoE, so that way you don't have to worry about the 30% kind of rule here with the AI. I don't know why they do that. It always ends in a win, but it does get pretty close sometimes there at the end, because I do end up losing one or two guys there, so never want that to happen. Alright, so we should be able to take them both down, maybe? There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's good if he can't heal, and it's definitely good if he can't get the extra attack and by sucking in the Eternal Priest. You definitely don't want him sucking in the Eternal Priest. Eternal Priest is going to really cause all his cooldowns there. Let me see. Which one is it? Yeah, so so sacrifice an Eternal Priest, resets the cooldowns of Iragoth skills, and grants an extra turn. Definitely not fun when that happens, but that's one reason BROGNI is in here. If you just want to kind of run this overnight there and kind of use up all your keys, then you want to get as many reflect damage and as much shields as you can out. Alright, so that's super important. Ooh, I definitely was not focusing there on that end as I was reading that skill to you. So definitely focus for sure when you're doing this level, and don't be reading skills there, or he is going to heal himself there, or even get it under priest there sucked in and just wreck your team. So you don't want that. Now one thing I did notice was that BROGNI can do, UNDERPRIEST BROGNI can do the HP burn there, so that's one reason to build him with a little bit of accuracy there, so you can get that HP burn. It definitely helps every time if you have it on the boss here to kind of burn him down, so that's kind of neat. Now you can see here we got the leech out there with the stun, so that was pretty nice there as well. and always good to make sure that he can't heal himself. Would be nice if I had some more accuracy there so you can consistently land the HP burn. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers when you're building out a character. There, so do remember we are running this without BROGNI being just OP. There, he is, you know, kind of in that beginning stage of, you know, growing. And, you know, this is how good he is. He can run 120 with a bunch of champs there and, you know, hold his own and, you know, not particularly die, which is always a good thing there on that end. Now, this is going to be really close here. Oh, yeah, I guess we're running a little slow. Maybe. Yeah, we're running a little slow there. So that kind of sucks, but hey, we got an HP burnout, so that is going to help tremendously here. Also helps when you bring in 3 passive healers. Actually, I guess I have 4 passive healers so long as shields are up there. And you know, I built him out with the like to get through waves kind of there, so you know, stuns and whatnot. But you can certainly build him with a shield set, and that way he comes in, has a shield set on there, and shield set's kind of really good for Doom Tower waves there if you're having any trouble with content on that end. So do keep that in mind on that side of things. Because it's important there that you know, that you think the game and you know how to use these characters that you've gotten. And I do love me some UNDERPRIEST BROGNI. You know, that's why I'm taking him through all this content and just seeing, you know, how these builds are going to work. Because we do have 1 month of half price artifact removals or artifact equipping, like whatever you want to look at it as there. But we do have 1 month coming there worth of that. So that is pretty exciting there on that particular end. So I'm kind of excited to see how that goes there, because we're probably going to try BROGNI out in a few different builds there during that time. We'll do some videos on those. I'll probably try in a shield build if I can find any shield, if I can get any shield gear with decent amounts of speed rolls on them. Speed rolls super important when you're building out a champion there. You want good speed on them. Let's see if I can burn this guy down. Oh, it doesn't look. Oh, just got it before this guy was able to suck him in here, so that's good. This is right around probably a couple more ticks before if you left them to their own devices when they would just start attacking Iragoth all by themselves, regardless if there's ads out. They really wouldn't focus on them, and you know, that's why we're kind of directing their attention there. I don't know why the computer does that. I guess it's just like Ice Golem there. It gets to a certain point and they think they can burn the boss down without having to take out the ads, and so they just go for it there. So that's understandable. All right. Yeah, this would definitely be the time where they start focusing on a boss pretty much exclusively there, and they would stop focusing on the ads. But yeah, we don't want this thing to go for 15 minutes. I don't have an OP team. I don't have a team where, you know, we're bringing in you know, enemy max HP there, because I really don't like those type of teams, and it seems to be not the way that Plarium wants us to play it anymore, because they are definitely putting in a lot of like nerfed abilities. I guess I shouldn't say nerfed ability, but passives on the bosses that kind of trying to dissuade us from doing those kind of comps. Now, 10% is still massive there, so you know you can't really. You could stay with 10% and still burn down a boss like pretty efficiently there. So, and I don't see it disappearing from the meta there, but you know, it's definitely not going to be like, oh, let's wreck Spider there. And those like stages 21 to 25 there. So hey, you know, you need a sustain build there. You're looking for a sustain build. You come here. You sign up. Do subscribe there. So and you know, turn on those notifications so you can see when I bring out another video with another sustain team there. Yeah, I've always found sustain teams or damage mitigation teams to be kind of the best way to run a lot of content in this game, and you know, really caused me to kind of hone in on the mechanics of the boss or bosses there, so that way it makes life a little easier. He's gonna get a heal here. What happened here? Wow. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. There. Yeah, hopefully we can get a HP burn out. Oh, you know what? Might have had blocked skills on that first hits on for all these characters here. And that probably caused that to happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen again this time? What? Wow. This is interesting. Yeah, definitely looks like it's gonna happen again if I don't get a big hit here. Oh, there we go, there we go. Alright. Alright, HP burn should definitely help us here. Too bad we can't use poisons on this boss. It would make things so much easier. I guess they're trying to stop like these like explosion metas and whatnot. Although I don't think he's immune to bombs there, so that's something to keep in mind if I get any bomb champions ever, or anyone who can detonate bombs. Bombs might still work, but I guess 10% is 10%. It wouldn't really matter if it's 10% of you know, combustion skills or bomb detonation skills. I believe maximum is 10%, regardless on that end. So kind of interesting and weird there all at the same time. All right, just just beat all those guys with a hair of our chinny chin chins. All right, so this should be the last couple of hits here, and we would have taken down the boss. They're obviously with UNDERPRIEST BROGNI in here, not at full click, although he did do 1,000,000 damage. Wow, there. Not at full click. If he was running 6-star, fully ascended, he'd be a lot faster first thing, and he probably still wouldn't be hitting that hard now that I'm thinking about it, because I haven't built him with too much attack. There, but it's all about the reflect damage with him there, so that would help quite a bit. But yeah, you can see here it's a far cry from my best time in this particular level here, but here's a way that you can do UNDERPRIEST, here's a place you can use UNDERPRIEST there for progression. There is regardless, even if he's a low level, they're not fully ascended, not fully mastered there, and doesn't even have like extremely OP gear you can still get him in here and you know, use him pretty effectively because of the way his kit works. There, especially if you use him with like another shield champion there, where he's an extending shield, so like Miscreated Monster, you know, oh man, there's a whole bunch like Valerie, their Metal Shaper, tons and tons and tons. And I believe here next month or whenever, actually, yeah, I think in a couple days we're having the whole changeover of Doom Tower. He's going to be pretty popular in the meta versus, oh, what's his name? The Scarab King. There, so I definitely plan to bring him up against the Scarab King. Hopefully he's going to be finished by then, and we'll be able to roll him in. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. It helps me so much. Hit the notification bell and hit that like button. And we'll chat again next time. Let's chat then.